The question is, how do I enhance my chances of getting accepted into the school that I want to attend? The short answer is, you become exactly what the school is trying to attract. There's a dirty little secret about schools that are difficult to get into. They claim to produce productive people, but that's really not the case. Yes, their graduates go on to do successful things, but it wasn't the school that produced them. Those people would have been successful no matter what school they attended. Many whom we celebrate today started off in junior college. It's not the school, it's the person. The admissions committee members are looking for up-and-coming students. They have enticements for these up-and-coming students. The job of the admissions committee is to find these students, attract them, pull them in so that the university can keep them, and then take credit for what they, the students, have done. The school is wanting to say, wow, look at what our graduates have done. Just imagine what we can do for you. Aren't we a great school? When in fact, it was the student who did all of the work. No school has ever pointed to its dropout rate and said, hey, you know, we could have done better. No, schools take credit for what the students go on to do. And that's just what the admissions committee members are looking for. So if you want the committee members to take a serious look at you, become what they want to find. So, how do you become that person? There are several things that you can start doing right now, and it does not matter how young you are. First, find and interview successful graduates from that school. Ask them for hints and tips and any advice that they would care to share, and follow up. Don't forget to send thank you notes to anybody who helps you become better than you were. Have regular meetings with your board of directors. Listen more than you talk, and discuss things with your board. Even the uncomfortable things need to be discussed with your board. Ask the good teachers at your school for their advice, hints, and tips. And don't forget to send them thank you notes too. Find professionals in your community who are already doing what you want to do with your career, and seek input from them. Again, send them thank you notes. Keep notes and documents of all of your successes in one single folder. We'll call that a wow folder, so that you can hand this to the committee members. This will help the committee members have a better picture of who you really are, and they will work hard to recruit you. You know, you're going to want one of the committee members to be thumbing through your folder and say, wow, look at this candidate. I sure hope we can sink our teeth into this one before some other school does. Your folder should clearly demonstrate that you can start and finish masterpieces. The world does not have time to come along behind you and clean up any half-done masterpieces that you've done. So finish well what you've started. The admissions committee members will like this. Know that your GPA is just one data point, and too many people focus too much on just that one data point when there are many others that are equally important, if not more important. Students who are too focused on their GPA avoid taking courses from the rigorous good teachers. This means that they have a high GPA but a worthless transcript. It's much better to have a good GPA and a stellar transcript. Besides, I have interviewed many admissions committee members, and they tell me that they almost never see the GPA. It's verified that it meets the minimum requirement by some clerk and then stripped away. The committee members don't even see that GPA that you work so hard to get. Focus on your transcript. It's the important thing. Some programs will require that you do something first. For example, let's say that you wanted to be a physical therapist, and to be considered by the committee, you have to do 100 hours of observations that have been documented in some way, observations of someone who is a licensed physical therapist actually practicing the craft. And you do that. You get to the table and you discover, to your horror, that other candidates have done 1,000 hours. Don't just look for what's the minimum thing that you have to do. Focus on what's the maximum that I can do to be accepted. Let's say that it does happen that you've done everything and you're still not accepted into the program that you so desire. It is A-OK to ask the committee members, what do I need to be doing now so that I am better prepared next time? Listen, take notes, follow up, and send thank you notes. Many highly qualified candidates do not make it the first time because they are competing against other candidates who are going up for the second or the third time. That means they have experience that you do not. Another common thing that happens to people who are not accepted by their dream school is that they find a second choice school and they go there. The trouble with these second choice schools is that many of them are not accredited, and they're not going to tell you that. Sure, you'll get the degree or the diploma, but you won't be licensable because you didn't go to an accredited school. And these schools, again, are not going to tell you that. They just want your tuition money. Then you will have used all of your resources to climb the right educational ladder, but it's leaning against the wrong wall. Again, they're not going to tell you that they're just a diploma mill. They are not going to tell you that there's nothing but misery after you graduate from their school. This is why you were told at the start of this video that the very first thing you should do is find graduates of the school and interview those graduates. Ask them, what do I need to know? They are the ones who have traveled this way before you, and they're the ones who will be able to tell you things that you need to know. This information came from a book. If you'd like a copy of the book, there's a download link in the description box below this YouTube video. If you liked this video, please consider liking and sharing it with others, and if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so too. Doing that encourages me to continue making more videos, and I appreciate the support.